Hello and welcome. This is Darius Barazandeh, and this is your energy update for the week of Sunday, June 18th, all the way to the 25th, which will also be Sunday. And I'm going to do another energy update, as you know, on a Friday. So hold tight. I'll be sharing that as well in a video. And it's a big week because we are moving into something really huge, and a lot of you have been feeling it. And I want to share a little bit about what's going on this week. On Friday, the 23rd of June, we're going to have a new moon in Cancer, and it's actually in 2 degrees of Cancer. And what that signifies, and a lot of us have been waiting for this. We've been feeling this coming up in our energy field, feeling a lot of things kind of that we've been working through. I've been talking about this for the last 2 weeks, that we've been working through a lot of old energies and a lot of energies that really don't serve us anymore. And so this new moon that is coming up this Friday is going to be all about new beginnings. It's about creating a deep new set of possibilities in our life. And it's about moving out of the energy of reliving, reworking, rehashing, reevaluating everything that we've been in for the last 2 weeks, that a lot of people have been feeling like, wow, this is really heavy. It's really holding me down. I have all these thoughts come up that I really don't want or that I'm not sure what to do with. All you need to do at this point is continue to hold on and continue to ask those deep questions. We've been saying this for the last couple weeks. Why is this here? What is the highest lesson that I can gain from this feeling coming up? And if you do that, you're going to be basically creating and sowing some very fertile ground for this coming Friday, the 23rd, because this is the time now, with all the information you've gathered during this period, to ask yourself, what is the intention that I really want? Where is it I really want to go in this new time? What is it I really want to create? And the beautiful thing about this time and this year is that it's very wide open. We've got a lot of new energies coming forward. There's a lot of things happening on the planet that have opened things very widely. I mean, we only have to look at the world around us. While a lot of people will say, wow, there's all of these chaotic things happening in the world, we've had a lot of things happen that have never happened before. Look in the world of politics. Look in the world of countries. Look at all of the things happening around the world in business, in life, in technology. Things we couldn't even imagine are just opening up and are happening. This is because there's a lot of new beginnings here, but we have the ultimate choice of what our new beginning is going to look like. So this is the time also to turn off the distractions and plug into you. You are the universal generator and creator of the new beginning in your life. You are the one that holds together the holographic reality field of your present reality. Your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, all of that projects literally a binary code into your reality. I believe this is my feeling of how quantum physics works. And that reality code actually impacts the reality that's generated in front of your eyes. If you've ever gone on the internet and maybe you were at a site shopping, for example, this is just an example, looking at some new shoes. And then you went to another site, and amazingly, as you looked up on the side or the top of that website, you saw an ad for those shoes. And then everywhere you go for a few days, you're seeing the same shoes being shown to you. And it's basically being focused on what you looked at previously and then showing up again in your internet reality. Now, this is called a retargeting ad. And many of you are annoyed with them and you know about them, but basically our universe essentially works the same way. It retargets what we focused on. So if we focus this week on what's not working, this challenge, we don't have a clear direction moving into June 23rd, we don't really know what we want, what are we going to get refocused on or retargeted on in the internet parlance? Well, we're going to retarget on what we've been focusing on up to this point. So if you've been really focusing on your intention and getting clear, continue. It's going to be a really powerful time to do that. I also want to share, for those of you that are wondering, we also have the solstice coming up on the 21st. And this is interesting because in the northern hemisphere, we have what's called the height of summer, which basically means it's going to be, the apex of summer here coming up on the 21st. And that's in the northern hemisphere. In the southern hemisphere, we actually have the peak of winter. And so you have really like these very beautiful rhythmic energies where in one part of the world you have the height of summer, the height of this longest days, and then you have in the southern hemisphere this height of winter. So you have these two different energies. In the summer we want to go out, we want to, be outside and enjoy what's going on around us. In the winter we may want to go deeper in and we want to focus inward, and we see that nature is sleeping and nature is resting and dormant and reserving all of its energy for the burst into spring. So what we're seeing in the planet is this yin yang, this polar energy, and in the middle of all of this is the calm. This is because we're going to be birthing into a new time, which is the 23rd. So this peak of calm actually happens right at the 21st, and it's a time where you may say, I don't know if anything's really going on. I don't know what's really happening in my life. So if you're holding on to something that you want to see manifest, doesn't seem like it's really coming about, that's okay. As we move into the 23rd, I think you're going to see some big things burst forward. So what do we do with this perhaps calm or this state where we're not really transitioning yet into anything new? This is where you continue to go deeper. You continue to find and harbor the still voice, the deep voice beyond everything going on around you or inside of you. There's an unwavering voice that is the higher dimensional, higher self, which is what we connect to and are going to be connecting to today. And I want to share what's going on this week because we've got a lot of sessions that are going to help really springboard you to the 23rd, and it's going to be really cool. We have Kelly Hampton, who is such an amazing guest. She is going to be giving us some profound truths from Archangel Michael, specifically for where we're at today and this week. So you're going to be getting some processes, and you're also going to get some ancient information from Archangel Michael and the angel guides about what you need to do to maximize your life today. And many of you know Kelly Hampton is an amazing channel, so what she shares really brings some incredible energies. And tomorrow we have the incredible Jared Hewitt back, so that would be Tuesday, June 20th. We're going to be talking about the new moon energy. We're going to be doing some psychic activations. We're also going to be talking about this miracle reality experience that is happening all around us that we are able to connect to. And when we talk about creating a new reality and moving into miracles, we've been sharing this Mandela effect for creating the reality you want and why these timelines are collapsing. And it's going to move perfectly into June the 23rd, which is that big day. Now, on the 21st, which is Wednesday, many of you have been writing us in with discomfort, feeling challenges in your body, feeling issues that maybe aren't resolving energetically and they're showing up physically. We're going to be exploring with a new guest named Janet Dorr about how to actually allow your body to receive soul healing naturally and listen to the messages. So if you've got something you've got a question about, oh boy, we are going to be getting a lot of information from Janet about how to actually move that into a state of wholeness and deep energy healing. So tune in there and also bring whatever you're dealing with, and Janet is going to be doing some one-on-one help on the call. It's going to be huge. And then on the 22nd, we've got Sarah Landon, and she's going to be showing us how to actually master the human experience in a really big way and move into a state of fullness and oneness. We're going to be talking about that as well, and that's on the 22nd. We've got a big week planned, but here's the big recap. We are going to be moving into that new moon. It's the time to set your intention. And just like we talked about with sort of that ideas when you go on a website and then you look for new shoes and then now you see the little ads for shoes everywhere and you say, wow, these shoes are everywhere. Well, that algorithm is something on the internet that works based on what your preference was, based on what you were interested in days ago, right? How does our reality work? Our reality works the same way. That thing that you set an intention for, that you really look for, that you really plug into days ago, weeks ago, moments ago, it keeps showing up in your reality. And when we understand what these new moon times and these new energy times can do, that also makes it incredibly powerful because that's when we really set this big thrust into the universe. So the new moon is coming. It's going to be the 23rd, which is a Friday. A lot of big things coming. Also, share this with people. I've always said, the more we can get this message out, the more we can get people to understand their environment and their world, the bigger the shifts can be. So I love you and I honor you, and I'm here to help you in many, many ways. And if you could also send a prayer today for people around the world, but also for a member of our team who's been dealing with some challenges, and we don't need to share the name, but if you just send a prayer today for them and what they're going through, and just hold you, Wealth, and our team in space, it will go a long way just to bringing some love to some dear people that help make this show possible. Thank you so much, everyone. I love you. We'll see you on the call today with Kelly Hampton. Tomorrow, Jared Hewitt. Wednesday, Janet Dorr. If you have body discomfort, that's going to be a big one. And Sarah Landon, the manuals for the human experience, that's going to be profound. I mean, it's going to be amazing. And the next day, the new moon. What a week. Thank you, everyone. I love you.